So, new bike day. As you guys can see, we got the BMW F800GS. This is a 2024 model. I have never ridden an adventure bike before, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, I guess I gotta hold it to turn it on. This bike also has a case, which I have never ridden a bike with a case before. Being short, suspension gives in a good amount. I have it on road right now. Wish the clutch lever would adjust a little bit more. Okay. Let's see. Wow, it's very tall. Very smooth at slow speeds. So, I've never ridden an adventure bike before. So, and it's a brand new bike. Seating position is nice. Engine braking is quite strong. But it's not bad. I gotta get used to stoppies, being able to barely touch my foot down. Alright. The knee position is pretty good. I'm sitting very tall on the bike. Actually, I gotta pull over here for a little bit and do check on these mirrors. Because I cannot see shit on this. Like, who adjusted this? Jesus Christ. Did a terrible job. Alright, let's get back to it. Okay. As you guys know, I used to ride a cruiser, so getting back to a tall bike like this is kind of weird, but it's actually, the bike is very nimble once you start moving. Ugh. I gotta get used to the tall seat again. And for those of you guys that follow the channel, you know that I had an Indian Scout, which I got rid of, and I'll make a separate video on why I got rid of that bike. For now, just gonna give you guys the first impressions on this bike, and it is, so far, the seat seems very comfortable. I'm sitting very upright. Wow, the suspension is very cushy. So right now I have at the, basically the softest suspension. And it feels very, very comfortable. I gotta get used to how the bike rides, but so far I'm liking it. It's very smooth. It feels nimble actually. Tires are brand new, so I want to be chill with it. But the bike feels very nimble, very easy to ride. I feel very tall on the bike. Okay, so far, first impressions. I basically only rode it to the freeway and off the freeway, but the bike is very smooth. I'm on road mode. I try to switch to dynamic mode to see, but I guess I must be probably gotta stop to switch modes, or maybe press and hold. Oh, actually, I just had to press and hold. Okay. Yeah, but the bike, Jesus, turning signal's pretty far. The bike is very smooth. Power is good. Wow, dynamic mode really changes the bike. Road mode, bike was very smooth. Dynamic mode, it's still very smooth, but you can see that it kicks a lot more, has a lot more power on tap. Ooh, okay, I like it. The bike feels very comfortable. I am literally like, it's like I'm sitting on a couch. It's a completely different experience than I'm tiptoeing the bike, and I'm like 5'6" ish, 7-ish between. But the bike feels very balanced once you're sitting on it and you get to a stop. So it doesn't feel heavy like it's gonna tip over or anything. Wow, really good power. And it's weird because I'm doing 40 miles per hour, but it doesn't feel like I am. It's like it really doesn't feel like I'm going that fast. The bike, it feels very nimble. Let's see, the seating position. My knees are bent, but they're right under me. So they're actually really not bad. I have not used a quick shifter yet. I forgot that it has one. I haven't used one in a while because on my Indian Scout I didn't have one. Here it is pretty smooth. We'll test it on this stop. So as I was saying, the seating position. Yeah, quick shifter is nice. Sitting position is very comfortable. It feels like I'm sitting on a couch. The seat feels very comfortable. It feels wide, so it feels like my butt has plenty of space. My legs, they're bent, but they don't feel nearly as cramped as it felt on like the MT-09 or the MT-07. So I feel like that will be nice because with my bad left knee, I'll be able to do long trips on this bike without having as much pain. Also, I have mid control, so I can stand up. Nice. Stretch my knees a little bit. Power is really good. After changing to dynamic on slow speeds, it really kicks in. So that's probably where I'll have it all the time. So the bike has everything: cruise control, has heated grips, it has the protections here for the wind, which is more than I've ever had on any bike. So I think I'll be good on that. Bike has new tires, so I'm trying to ride slow. Not that I can drive fast like a maniac anyway, but very well behaved. One thing that I gotta learn is to get to stops again and like put my feet down. That's the one part that sucks. Suspension on the bike. So right now I have the bike on the softest suspension settings. because being short, I wanted to, at least until I get used to the bike, be able to put my feet down. And it's very nice. Like on the freeway, I was riding here and going over bumps, it just feels like you're sitting on a couch. You don't even feel the bumps. It's awesome. So I'll do a better review. Maybe tomorrow I'll record something, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.